Right, so today, my name's Fleur. Nice to meet you all. I recognise some faces and we've got some new ones as well. So hope you enjoy this session today. We are making an autumn door wreath using a Oasis frame. Some of you have got hard-backed Oasis frames, others have got like a foam. They're both the same, there's no better one, shall I say. Okay, so the materials that we've picked today, if you know them, please shout out. Oh, that's quite a common one.
Eucalyptus?
Yes, that's eucalyptus, which I love for the smell and it's very therapeutic. Then for the main coverage of the wreath, aspidistra leaves. Okay, then we have some dried wheat because it's autumn harvest time. This is birch because I like, sorry about that, the textures coming through the design, the grasses. Anyone know what they are? Chrysanthemums. They are a type of chrysanthemum, they're called Santini. They're just a smaller variety of a chrysanthemum, but they're nice autumn shades. Queen had some of this in her top spray. Oak. Yeah. This is called Carthamus. So it's nice little like thistle type head. The tufts of orange do sort of fail quicker than the solid head. So when they start looking tatty, you just pinch those out to just tidy it if you want, or leave them, it's up to you. And one of my favourites.
Chinese lanterns.
Well done, Anne. Chinese lanterns. So we've got a nice variety of flowers and foliages and just an added couple of gourds. You don't have to have them, you can. They are heavy, so you're going to have to anchor them on well, but I'll be showing you how to do that, okay? We've got string and we've got raffia and we've got wire. That's string is on your desks, everything else is in the corner there for you to help yourselves, but I'll be around as well. So first of all, we want to get the oasis covered. So we'll cut the aspidistra sharp slant and insert a good inch and then fold it round, hold it with your hand, cut again, sharp slant, and as you can see we've more or less covered. Just got a wire and made like a hairpin, a U. Don't do it too short because it won't hold that like that. So I'll do two. Okay, now I'm going to pin the rest of the leaves down with my eucalyptus stems. So cut on the slant again, small pieces to fill in, and then just push them through the aspidistra leaf. Okay. If you're wanting to make your wreath look bigger, think about moving the foliages and the flowers to come outwards, as long as you've got coverage for the oasis, or if you want it small, it depends on your door, so have a little think about that. Okay. And I'm just going to save a little bit of my eucalyptus so I might might need to add some at the end, but it's pretty looking full now, which is good. Then I'm going to come in with my oak leaves, and this is a thick stem, and we don't want to put the whole thing in because it'd look daft really. So I'm just breaking this up into sections again, cutting on the slant. You can also cut the leaf, okay? As long as you've got, if I take that off, see the knobbly end bit there? We don't want that. So we just trim it off, and that will go straight in as well, okay? So I'm just don't worry about it looking very high. You're not going to knock your visitors out. we'll tame it down in a bit. Okay. And if you've only got a short stem like this, just simply take your finger and thumb and rip the bottom part of the leaf away, so that you've got enough to go in the oasis. These are going on your doors, or another option, if you've got a nice dinner table, you put a chunky candle in the middle, it can double up as another job. But if they're going on the doors, you don't want everything flying off with a gust of wind. So everything needs to be properly inserted. I'm coming round to the houses to test with my hairdryer. Okay. Yes.
Soak in the oasis.
Yeah, we're going to go in the back into the inner sanctum. We've got a massive big sink, but I'm glad you asked. For those of you that aren't here today, you just drop the frame of Oasis on top of a sink of water, and you do not push it down. If you push it down, that creates air bubbles in the oasis itself, and then in turn your flowers will be hitting a dry part of your oasis and they will die. So it's important that you let it settle for itself, and it doesn't take long at all. Thank you for that.
I'm just wondering, because last time I dumped it. Yeah.
Okay. Right. And we've got like a fiery mess now, haven't we? But it'll all be working in a minute. Okay, we'll go in with some carthamus now. Now, there's a couple of ways you can do this. You can have the same varieties of flowers in groups or all patterned around. That's entirely up to you. I like them all patterned around, but group designs are popular as well. So have another little think about what you want to go and what you want to achieve. And again, if I just turn, I'm going to fold. See the oak leaf in there, and I'm just going to hold it in position with the carthamus, and it makes it look interesting. It's got a like little wave to it, and I'm going to do the same on this side. So put a real sharp slant, and this has got to go through the oak leaf and the aspidistra leaf. Yep. Okay. So you're just literally pinning the wild nest down. Okay. And we'll have one here. Now that is the wrong way round, but it's got a lovely red to it, so I'm going to mix it up a bit so that you can see the different shade. Okay, so you're getting the idea now of taming it all down. Just think we'll go in with our Santinis, and these are only like little heads, so I might just put a group of 3 together to make a bigger impact. These stems aren't quite that strong, so if you want to pin them into your oasis, if you get a wire and just make a little cut, so a little slit, ready to insert. Okay, otherwise you'll break them. So they're going to stay on as a group as well. Yeah, I'm going to make another slant here. That's fallen out, Fleur. That's it. These peeping through, need another little rip in there. Okay. These are a bit fiddly because you've got to make the cut for them yourself because of the soft stem. But I just love the colour combination, and they're seasonal as well. So they're at their best at this time of year. Chrysanthemums, blooms, they're all autumn flowers. And I'm just coming out a little bit, pushing myself off over the edge. Just don't forget to strip all that foliage away. If you were to insert a stem with all the greenery on it, it would block off the bottom, and that wouldn't take up water. It'd just make a mess and a bigger hole in your oasis than you actually need. It just kind of clogs it all up. Just coming out to the side, because the side will be seen by some people who are inspecting it when they've knocked on your door. Because they want to know, oh, how did she make that? It's amazing. Right. I think we will go in with our lovely Chinese lanterns. The foliage on these is rubbish, basically. It's like new growth. You know, when you cut something that's just grown out the garden and it's very weak. So we've kind of taken it all off to just make them look better rather than leave the foliage on. But I'm going to leave it on the main stem and just pop these around as well. We've got 2 each of these, and they will dry as well, and they look lovely in Christmas wreaths because they hold the colour quite well, and even when they fade you can spray them. So they are a little bit more of an expensive stem, but it's a good investment, I think. Yeah. Did I mention that we had some grasses? I don't know if I did. But again, I'm foliage mad and I love grasses. This is called panicum and this is called miscanthus. And I just thought, well, they're totally different looks, aren't they? So it'd make it a little bit more interesting. Now, if we were to put the whole thing in, it'd be fine, but I want to break mine up and put it round. But if you want to put I'll just show you if you were deciding to put the whole stem in, what it would look like. And there's nothing wrong with that, because I think it just looks like fireworks against the dark background. But I'm going to just feed it through the design. It's dead easy to break off, and again it's another soft stem, so I'm just finding little gaps where the oasis is still seen, rather than cut into the aspidistra leaf again. Okay, and we'll just do this piece here. Okay, and then he's just gonna shoot out this way, I've decided. So to balance that, we'll put the wreath on the other side. Okay, this is dried, so you can save this. So you've got a few bits for your Christmas wreaths already, haven't you? Because you've got this and you've got your Chinese lanterns, and you can dry things and spray them. Okay. You don't have to use all the materials either. If there's something that you don't particularly like or want to have, that's fine. I just selected this autumn mix for the textures, so that we've got more interest in unusual things as well. That you may, you're not going to necessarily know every detail or every variety, I should say. This is also dried, and it's called birch. I think that's probably enough birch now. Now for the gourds. If you have trouble with this, I will help you. Kebab sticks, I'd be lost without them. Not because they're kebabs, but for a million things in floristry. So, yeah, I've got a knife. I'm just going to make a little incision there, ready for the kebab stick to go in. Just twist it in, but don't push it so far that it's going to come out the other side. So when you feel like you've got a good grip on that, that's sufficient. Okay. And I think I'll have those two together. So again, little incision. Dead easy, honest. Right. You can go next to your friend. There we go. If you want to hang it on your door, to do so, we'll need some string. So put yourself a decent length. There are balls around. Go underneath the shank of your frame, double it, take a loop on the ends and push the ends through the loop, and then just try and disguise. It doesn't matter if you see the string, it's all natural material, so at the end of the day it could be part of the design. And pull it tight. Just knot it so you don't lose it. Okay? So that's your hanger. We've also got some raffia if you wanted to involve a little bit of this in your design. I'll make you your bows if you're really, really struggling. but it is easy. So I've just neatened off the lengths. So just a handful like that. Loop and a loop to make a little bow. Wire. Dead easy. But you don't have to have one if you don't want. That's up to you. So where is mine? Oh, yeah. And that is your autumn wreath. So are you ready to make yours? Yeah? Brilliant.